Hi everybody, it's me, Relax. I want to share you with my lake start build and progression so far. I chose some build champion, but spiting it up with going low life. There is nothing noticeable in the build yet, but I feel extremely tanky from it so far, except from damage over time. So I will try to fix it in the future. I feel so sleepy right now because I want to go to sleep, but I really want to get this video out as soon as possible. So I don't really recommend this build yet until I have finished it, or at least a lot of people try to test it as well. If you guys have the time to spare, well, you can test it as well. The build is utilizing two core mechanics: low life and adrenaline. I only have one right now, which is low life. So I'll update by the time I have both again. But from now, I will show you how I built the character so far. Uh, you can see in the footage that I have shown you for about 1 minute, I guess, that the build it's just slow and pretty tanky. Sometimes I drop to about 10% hit point. That's fine. We can recover pretty quickly by our golem that die pretty often, but I would drop golem pretty soon, and then another vitality, which is really nice. And I even crop my life regen on the helmet, so it helped a lot. So I will show you guys how I built the character so far. So there's nothing particularly interesting on the tree. There's mostly light and 45 effects and life and armor, and yeah, it's just melee damage, impale, stuff like that, and Warcry, of course, because we're playing Warcry. And my character, I think I've spent 20 Chaos Orb so far. Uh, no, not 20. Oh, my friend's just coming. That's fine. Uh, about 40-50 Chaos so far I have spent on this character. The 16th Curry Shopper, nothing particularly special. You can get it from anybody selling it for 7 to 10 gals old. That's fine. You can get it pretty cheap. And then you can just, start rolling it with your alteration, getting some physical damage, some attack speed, or whatever you want. If you don't need attack speed, you can just go for physical damage and then regale it and then just crop percent physical damage. Or if you get the other way, you can crop another, the other way. So that's pretty easy to get. You get like almost 500 damage, and if you're lucky, you could probably get even more. But I'm just stick with this, and this is fine. I've been doing this really well, and I think it's T12 that I can, accomplish if not more than that. With this kind of weapon because I did uh, with the same amount of DPS with in the past league. So it would work, and until tier red tier or even high red tier, it will feel a little bit lackluster. But before then, yeah, you get the point that it will carry you a lot until you get a real one. Actually, the other thing is life and resistance, some flat physical damage, life resistance. The chest piece is really good, but I think this is overall it's about like 40 kills. It's nothing crazy special. Other than that, there's nothing to talk about. I use my main link. It's gonna be a chatter, brutality, impale, bloodthirst, and then fist of war and melee fist. So you only need 4 of these. And I think fist of war can be replaced with brutality, or brutality can be replaced with fist of war. It's depending on what you like the most. So you can just choose it. If you hardly have 4 links, you can just choose, you know, Fist of War instead of Brutality, or choose Brutality over Fist of War if you don't need the area effect, which most of the time you don't really need it. Um, that's gonna be it for this video. I think I don't want to share much because I haven't figured how to play low life in this path yet. You would die to damage over time, or certainly almost die, but it will get you pretty close to dying, especially on the traps. I died once on trap at about level 30 something because after I get bloodthirst, I rock with it and I have half life. Oh, even more than half life because vitality actually eat a lot of life early on, and well, that's just how it goes. I have 360 life while I have 1,000 max HP. So the trap is gonna and I'm dead, right? So there's nothing to be prevent from that to happen. But overall, it's been pretty tanky character. You stack a lot of fortify effect, and then you have fortified blood, so you end up losing a lot of life. But then you prevent probably more than 60% of life by now, uh, before going into your life pool, and it's if it's coming there, you get the damage over time instead. So it's pretty good, but you need a lot of regen, you need a lot of recovery. I think I'm gonna go for some overleach mechanic. I don't know how I can get it. It's probably the Soul Tether or the gloves from Synthesis. I don't know. Maybe in the future when I finish the build. But for now, that's gonna be it. And hope you guys has a really cool looking build to show as well. And if you're done, maybe just enjoy the lead. So, bye.